things off, I don't know how much everyone knows about BDO, but just wanted to highlight, I guess, that I know finishing university and when you start applying for grad jobs, it can be all overwhelming. There's a lot out there, there's a lot of opportunities, you've got employers coming out left, right and centre. But just wanted to highlight that at BDO, we really do have that family feel, but that global reach. So that's what really makes us a bit different. And we definitely have the right combination of play hard and work hard. So BDO, we are part of, across New Zealand, we have 16 offices, so that goes up towards the Bay of Islands. We've got an office up there in Kerry and as far down as Invercargill. So we stretch the whole country in New Zealand. And our three main offices that we have are Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch. We have 900 plus employees across all of the offices and with 100 plus partners as well. So it's really cool that BDO, we operate as a business owner model. So each BDO office is independently owned. So the partners, for example, in the Wellington firm are the owners of the business and you're working directly with them. So it's really, really cool that we have this national network, but also a global network, but we still get that family feel. You're working with the business owners, which is really cool and what makes us quite different. So yeah, across the world, globally, we've got we're in 167 countries. We do have heaps of secondment opportunities. So across the network, we can, we've got someone in the Netherlands at the moment. We're looking at bringing people over from Canada. New Zealand borders obviously has made it a bit tricky, but it's really cool that we can give our people opportunities globally as well as within New Zealand once you come on board. So BDO New Zealand, our main kind of clients that we focus on are definitely that small to medium sized businesses. We do have, we do work with private companies, we do work with government and anything in between. But the really cool thing about BDO is that again, our clients that we have, we've got such strong relationships with. So you might have someone who started a business 50 years ago. So you were with the person who, when they set it up originally, and now the son's taken over, and you're working with him and what he's trying to do, or maybe his family. So, you know, we really have those long-term connections over the years, and that's what BDO really pride themselves in. So our values, really important to us, our values and our purpose. So at BDO, it's all about people helping people achieve their dreams. And we just want to make everyone's lives better. So whether that's for our clients or for our employees, we want to make sure that you guys are the best version of yourselves. And we're doing everything we can to help you get there. So some of the things there to note is there a better way? So innovation, really important to us. You know, we want to hear your ideas. We want to have your input, whether it's a process that we're doing, you can see a way to improve it, or there's a new software coming out you'd want us to try out, or just it could be you want to set up your own sports team within the firm. So open to new ideas. Better together. We really do encourage teamwork, and our model and how we work at BDO is, you know, you come in at that graduate level and you work on jobs with people who are more senior to you in the business. So you could be working on a job with yourself, like an intermediate, with a senior, with a manager and a partner. So you're really all coming together to work towards that same goal, but you're all sharing and learning together as well, which is really cool. People. So we treat each other with mutual respect. You know, we really love to embrace different cultures, people from different backgrounds, and we want everyone to feel at home in the firm. It's really what we strive for. And we want to create an environment where you can feel empowered. So we'll give you the tools that you need to kind of launch your career, but we also want to empower you to go after and let us know what you want. You know, we might be doing something one way and haven't thought about giving you this opportunity. And we want to create an environment where you're comfortable coming to us with what you're looking for as well. So that was just kind of an image highlighting across New Zealand and then highlighting BDO across the global network. You can see it now, right?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, just making sure. And then that was kind of talking to and highlighting who our clients are. And then that was just a slide to go with chatting through our values and our purpose. And then next I wanted to touch on, you know, our values and our purpose, what that actually means for you as a grad. So culture wise, you know, we have a warm, welcoming environment. Everyone is really approachable from partner level to the graduates from last year. We have a really good social environment at BDO. So that means that we give you an opportunity to get you know your team inside and outside of work. So that could be, you know, going bowling, playing mini golf as a team, or it could be just having team drinks in the office after on a Friday after a long week. We also do things across the firm. So we've got like sports teams and we have community days and we do have firm-wide gatherings as well. So sometimes people come in, they love their service line, they get stuck in there, but we really do want to encourage that cross collaboration. And it's always really cool. Once a year, we have a firm away day where we bring everyone together. And then nationally as well, we have national opportunities where you get to go meet other people in the different offices at the same level as you and build those relationships as well. Then from an experience point of view, you know, we want to ensure that you come in and you enjoy your time with BDO. So from day one, you have a buddy, and that buddy is there, your go-to person to support you no matter what. So any question, no matter if you think it's a silly question, they are someone who's going to have been in your shoes, usually the year prior. So they know exactly how you're feeling, they know what you've gone through, and they're there to help and just give you that extra support. Our partners, we have an open door policy. So that means from day one, you get to meet the business owners, you get to hear their inputs, you get to build those relationships with them, which is really cool. And again, that client contact from day one, you'll get an opportunity to start working directly with the clients and building those relationships and seeing firsthand the difference that your work has, which is really cool. And I know I touched on this earlier, but obviously we have secondment opportunities as well. To make sure that if you do want to experience something outside New Zealand, that you get the opportunity to look at doing that too. And the other thing to note from an experience point of view is we have obviously study support to help you. If your goal was to do your CA or your CPA, we're there to support you. And because as a group of grads every year we bring in cohorts, you all go through that process together. So you know you have people who are having the same kind of struggles as you, or they might be doing the same course. So you've got people to study with and bounce ideas off, and you've got that network around you. And the last thing to touch on is work-life balance. So here at BDO, we really do pride ourselves in making sure our people have a work-life balance. We know that you have a life outside of work and we want you to be able to enjoy it. So we've got flexible working and we've got flexi time as well, where we kind of have core hours. And then outside of that, you can make up your time either side when it's convenient for you, which is so handy. Well-being, again, another big focus. Obviously, the last couple of years have been tough with everything that's been going on with COVID, and well-being is really important to us, and we want to make sure our people feel that they've got the right tools and resources to look after themselves. And we also really focus on you as an individual, especially when it comes to well-being, because what well-being is to one person might not be the same to someone else. So we really do take you on board as an individual when it comes to that as well. Moving on to the next slide. So BDO Wellington or BDO New Zealand, we've got a varied, we've got different service lines. The three main service lines that we look for our grads to come in and our interns is across tax, audit and advisory. And I know that you've heard from all the other accounting employers as well, so I don't want to repeat the same things that you might have already heard, but I guess audit, for example, they're kind of like CSIs for accountants. So they go in, they really look at the books of businesses, you know, what that business has been doing, and they explore all areas. Tax is a bit more, problem solving. We look for people who enjoy the numbers, but also the words. Tax is a lot of like legislation and interpreting. So we look for people who do both. And advisory is where you get to help a business, from all angles. You look to support their financials, to, if they wanted to go on a different adventure, help them weigh up the risks and things like that. So you're really there to help advise and consult. So yeah, just a little taster of what each one is. And then the other thing I wanted to highlight was that I know you're all here looking at graduate opportunities, but just a reminder that career paths look so different these days. There's not one right or wrong way to get to an end goal. So it's just all about you and your own journey and what feels right. So, when you are job hunting, make sure that you are looking at a range of employers, see what they stand for. Does that align with you? Who do you want to work for? As much as employers are interviewing you, you're also interviewing us, right? Because you want to make sure we're the right organization for you. So just a little reminder there. And again, if you were to come on board at BDO, we will support you, whatever that journey looks like, even if it's maybe outside the norm of what we do. We're here, we're open to have those honest conversations to see what we can do to help you achieve your goals. A lot of accounting students do want to go down the CA pathway or CPA. So just highlighting that BDO New Zealand, we do offer study support here. So support with your enrollments, and we cover the cost of your enrollment fees and study masterclass and any documentation you might need. And as well, we provide you with study days as well, which really helps that that you've got guaranteed time off to focus on what you want to do. I don't know how much you might know about the new CA program. It's changed a little bit over the last year and a half. So there are now 9 modules in total that you have to sit. So that's 7 cores and 2 electives. And that's over 3 years practical experience that you need to do as well. And BDO will be there to support you the whole way. And the thing to remember as well, when you come into a CA firm, you have people who have been through this the year before, so they're there to go to answer your questions and to give you extra support. So this slide kind of highlights everything that I've hopefully touched on a little bit, just summarizes it all together. But we really do want our people to know, and to job hunters out there to know, that we are that family feel, we've got your back. And anything that I've said today, if you're not sure about, the best way to find out about an employer is get an interview, like get in front of them, get in front of someone who works there to really be able to ask those questions. And then I know each employer's recruitment process looks a little bit different. So here at BDO, BDO New Zealand has, as I said, we've got all our different offices. So we're actually looking for grads and interns across our Wellington, Auckland, Christchurch, Rotorua and Tauranga offices. But each recruitment process is ran individually. So if you are interested in opportunities, say with both Wellington and Tauranga, I would encourage you to apply for both. Or if you're only going to apply for one, just mention maybe in your cover letter or in that application form that you are open to both locations. So this may differ slightly for each IMF, so each firm, but basically introduce yourself. So put in your application, your CV, your cover letter, and there's a bit of an application form you fill out as well, along with your transcript. From there, we'll review your profile and then we'll invite you to take part in a video profiling. So basically 3 short questions that you have to answer. I promise it's not as scary as it thinks. We just want you to be yourself. We just want to get to know you. That's the best thing I can say. That's my best tip. And then move some online testing that we just look at as part of your full application. form, and then we get to spend some time with you, and we get to do a one-on-one interview. And obviously with people isolating or testing positive with COVID, we are being really flexible around what that looks like. So even if we have someone going through the process that ends up being a household contact and they can't come into the office to meet us, we're going to be really flexible, and we're happy to meet you online as well. And if that all goes well, it moves through to an offer stage. So yeah, hopefully pretty straightforward. And then, yeah, just to let you know that we are hiring. Our roles are open and available for you to put your applications in. On our website, you can go through and read more about the service lines, hear from people who are in the roles currently, and just find out a little bit more about BDO. Sorry if I flew through that, but anyone have any questions? Now that I actually got my screen up there. So if anyone has any questions, you can just pop them into the chat box. Or Taylor, are they allowed to come off mute and speak to me directly?
Unfortunately, they can't come off mute, but I was just seeing one come through from Abby in the chat.
Is that coming up in the answered or open?
It's come up in the chat. I'll read it out. Firstly, hi. Graduating by the end of the year, so do I need to apply now for that?
Yep. So definitely, I guess the way most accountancy firms work is that, I know it seems a bit silly, but you actually apply now. Well, before you finish your studies, usually, most organizations go to market around this time of year, and then they might go again later in the year, say around July, August time. So if you don't have the time to job hunt now, don't worry, there will be opportunities later in the year, 100%. But usually we interview our candidates now who are in their final years of study, and then that means they can know that for the last couple of months while they're studying, they've already got a role secured, and when they graduate or they finish their studies in November, they've got a job to go to early next year, so starting February, March time. So it seems a bit weird that you get a job offer a year in advance or before you're ready to go into the office, but that is actually usually how the process works. But again, do not panic if you haven't got applications in right now. Organizations, they will be going back to market probably later in the year as well. Hopefully that helps.
Well said.
Put your mind at ease.
Just a quick, we've got 1 minute, so it have to be quite a quick answer for this one, but essentially, how can this particular person, or everyone, I guess, ace their one-on-one interview?
To be honest, be yourself. Be yourself, do your research, so know who you're interviewing with, why you're interested in them as an employer, and also have questions ready for them. This is your opportunity to ask all those burning questions that you've got, around the team, around the culture, around a career. As I said, you're interviewing the employer as well as them interviewing you. But at the end of the day, be yourself. Make sure your communication style is there, and practice. I know it might sound really silly, but even practice in front of a mirror, answering some questions, and just to see how you come across, your body language and things like that as well. But yeah, good luck. I'm sure you all do great.
Perfect. Huge shout out to you, Grania, for the sort of last minute jumping in and giving this a go.
It's okay, but also apologies for the slide. Someone should have said something sooner.
I'll take that one on the chin.
Okay.
But got there in the end, so can't complain too much. But yeah, awesome. Thanks, Grania. Really appreciate you coming on and sharing that information with these students. Again, feel free to go check out BDO's live open roles at the moment, and apply. Again,
awesome. Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Bye.
Cheers. Yeah.